All right, guys, so this is the video for investigating force and mass video directions. So we are starting this in class for period 1 through 3 on 11.3, but most of it will be done on 11.4. And then it's starting in 4 through 6 on 11.4, and then we'll be due on 11.5. So that's why there's a big date range, just so you guys know. Okay, so again, this is an assignment where we're getting into the sim, and we're going to investigate how the same strength force affects objects that have different masses. So we just did a little hands-on investigation during class with what you had at home, and now we're going to investigate it with the sim. So if I click this link right here, it will take us to part 1. So my Amplify is opening. Pretty sure I need to log in. Yep. Remember, you can pick either of these to log in. So that is logged in, but I'm going to come back here and look over the directions. So this one is motionless objects. So if you look down here at our data table, notice the initial velocity, they're all starting at 0, but we have different masses. So if I look at here, you can see that there's these different masses, these different objects that are here and are ready, and these are their masses. So A is 0.5, B is 1 kilogram, a little bit heavier, C is a little heavier than that at 2, and D is at 4. All right, so it tells us to press run, and then it says to press play to begin. They're not going to move because they're starting at 0. Observe the initial velocity of the objects, then press prepare force. So once again, in this one, they're starting at 0. So let's look. So press run. Because they're not moving, there's nothing happening here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to prepare force. I know they're not moving. All right, so now I got to figure out how to prepare my force, right? So use the arrows in the force panel in the bottom right corner of the screen to set up the force of object A. So look here, and it tells us what to prepare for. So it tells us that I need to do 4 clicks to the right, and I'm doing that for all the objects. So I need to move my face. All right, so notice I have all 4 objects here. So it said 4 clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to go pick B, and it said the same thing. And all of 4 are going to be 4 clicks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I prepared all of the forces. Okay, I repeated, I did that for all 4 objects. I'm going to press exert force and observe how each object's velocity changes. And then I'm going to press analyze, and I'm going to get the change in velocity. So that's the only thing I actually have to write in the data table today. So let's see. Analyze. Oh, I forgot a step. I totally did not press exert force. So notice that there was no forces. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, guys. All right, try this again. Exert force, that would help. Okay, so I noticed that they're moving, and they actually moved at different speed. If you notice, A went the fastest, but I need to actually go get the actual speed. So I'm going to go to Analyze. That looks a lot better. All right, so notice they all started at 0. I'm not going to worry about their current speed. I'm just going to grab their change of the speed, which will be the same. So A is 8, B is 4. I'm not going to type the rest because you can do that. Okay, but again, you're getting it from this column. Notice that we then need to write which object's velocity changed the most. So A, B, C, or D, which one had the biggest number over here? Okay, so part B, you're doing the same exact thing, except for then now these are moving objects. So notice that this is a different link, and if I click it on mine, it's going to open a new tab. And notice that they all have the little velocity arrows. They are moving, and they are moving at 2 centimeters per second to the left. Okay, you're still going to add 4 clicks to the right. When you go to run, this time you do have to do the little refresh, prepare force, and you're still going to go to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to do that for each one of them. Then you'll do analyze, and then you'll get your data again. So that goes right here. And then you're going to answer the same question again. Which object changed the most? So you're looking for the biggest number over here. Is that A, B, C, or D? And then there is an extra credit if you do the 2.1 challenge mission. So what did you do? What was the change of velocity? I'm going to show you what that task looks like. So make the fastest object in the sim you can exert a force only one time. So you can only use one force, but grab any object, try to get it going the fastest possible speed you can get. All right, so think about what we've learned about change in velocity. All right, that's the assignment. Should be nice and easy, much easier than last week's sim activity. Hope you guys understand. If not, make sure to ask me questions.